Hey, it's Vicki Genfan, and this is my holiday greeting to you. A one, a two, 2, 3, 4. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Heaven and nature sing. Heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sound and joy. Okay, let's break that down. First of all, we're in an open tuning. We're in a C6 add 9 tuning. So I've got my E string down to a C, my A string down to a G, D string stays on D, G string comes down to an E, my B string comes down to an A, and finally, the E string on top comes down to a D. So get yourself in tune. And once you're there, we're going to put the capo on the 2nd fret. So we're going to be in the key of D. And I want to start by showing you the intro. And it may look a little bit crazy, complicated, but it's quite simple. I'm going to break it down for you. And what we've got is we have a series of hammer-ons. That's really all it is. And we're hammering on the 5th and the 4th strings. We're letting the low D, the low string, ring. And we are working with a pattern that's based in the 5th and 7th fret to start with. So we've got 2 hammer-ons on the 5th string to start out with. We have, so we've got open, 5th string, 5th fret, open, 7th fret. Then we got a 3rd note coming on the 4th string, open, hammer-on to the 5th fret. So let's just look at that pattern of 3 different hammer-ons. That's the beginning. We're going to repeat that 3 times. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so take a minute and just get that under your fingers. Each one starts with the open string. All right, 2 on the A string or the 5th string, 1 note on the 4th string. And when you hit the very first note, see if you can bring the 6th string in there too, so we get that nice D bass note. 3rd time. Now we go 4th string, 3 more notes. 7th fret, 9th fret, back to the 5th. So those last three notes, all on the fourth string. Put it all together. One, sorry. 2, 3. Here we go. Repeat. Okay, just loop that a bit till you get it. Okay, when it gets a little faster, now you can hit open strings because they all work. I played it wrong. I was talking and teaching. While you're doing this, I call it a kind of a nonchalant picking. It's almost a strum. Sometimes I'll even use my thumb and first finger as a pick. Just by picking those notes, by making sure I have a firm attack, I don't really have to do a whole lot. I can be very light with my right hand. So, we do it one time all the way through, then the second time, we just do the first 5 notes. And then we're going to hit our chord, which is, well, I'm calling it an A11 flat 9 over D, but it's a bar chord from the 4th to the 1st strings in the 3rd fret. And then I've got my, I'm fingering down the 3rd string in the 4th fret. Okay, so coming out of that riff looks like this. Repeat. Then back to the intro, same, 3 times there. Okay, it's a variation of that A11 flat 9. It's an A13 flat 9. I've got my pinky down. Everything else is the same. I've got my pinky in the 5th fret now. And I'm using the 5th string, the A, as my root. So I'm not hearing the D anymore. Pinky off. 3rd string, 1st fret. 1st string, 2nd fret. Now leave that 3rd string, 1st fret there. Take the pinky off the 1st string, or the finger off the 1st string, and put down 2nd string, 2nd fret. So those 4 chords, all with the A in the bass. And I'm just doing a real, like a, you know, finger picking quickly. There's probably a name for that I don't know. Okay, so that is our intro. Now I'm going to let you work on that, and then we'll come back for the verse. Okay, now let's look at the first verse. We've got a 1 chord, which is just a really pretty D major chord here. 2nd fret, 4th string, and then the 3rd fret for the 3rd and 2nd strings. And the 1st string is open. Now I'm going to leave my fingers on the 2nd and 3rd strings, and I'm going to bar the entire 2nd fret and add my finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. So I've got 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings all in the 3rd fret with a bar in the 2nd fret. So this is my 6th string is now my root. It's a E minor 11 chord. So there's my 1 chord, my 2 chord. So as little movement as possible. Don't bother taking those off. Joy to the world. So that's just a straight bar in the 3rd fret. Beautiful F. the A sus. So it's like an A shape, but it's in the 3rd fret. My root is on the A string, the 5th string. Bring the second string from the 3rd fret down to the 2nd fret. So it's an A sus to an A7, back to the 1. So that again, 1. Really pretty voicings. Da, da. 5th fret, barring the 5th and 6th strings, and got my pinky on the 4th string in the 7th fret, and I'm palm muting. I'm using my fingers again as a pick, palm muting just those low strings. Da, da. Take it up to the 7th and 9th, ba, da, ba, ba. Back to the 1 chord. Okay. So again, that's joy to the world. Ba, da, 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 da. 1 chord. Now keep the 2nd and 3rd strings intact, barring the 5th string in the 2nd fret, the 5th and 4th strings. So there's the 1 chord. That the high string is open. That's a B minor chord. Back to the E minor 11. So again, I didn't have to move those. Back to the A sus. So those 4 chords there at the end are a little turnaround. It's a 1 chord, a 6 chord, a 2 chord, a 5 chord. Make sure you get that with as little movement as possible. Now we move on to our little walking bass line. We're going to be using only the 6th and the 5th strings. And again, a little bit of a palm mute on those strings to get a nice punchy sound. And my fingers together like the pick. Open, 4th fret, 5th, 2nd, all on the 6th string. So open, 4, 5, 2, 5th string, open, 4, 5, open, 6. Again, repeats. Open 6, 4, 5, 2, open 5th, 4, 5. Okay, so that basically the same pattern. So now, so that was da, 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 my right hand is doing bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, da. Still palm muting, still working with the 6th and 5th strings. And I've got my 5th string on the 5th fret. Bum, 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 bum. Taking that 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret. 7th fret, barring the 6th and 5th strings. Dum, 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 dum. So my 5th string again is going from the 7th fret to the 9th to the 10th. All right, so back to our 1 chord. So that's a quick 4 chord in the 5th fret, barring 6th and 5th strings, 4th string, 7th fret. Down, 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 back to the 1, down, A sus, A7, back to the 1. Okay, so that's the verse. And anytime we play the verse, that's what we're going to be playing. So there's more verses than I sang, and you're welcome to sing as many as you want when you play it. So that's clear. We're going to take a break, let you work on that, and then I'm going to show you the only other section there is in between the 1st and 2nd verse. There's a little interim piece. Okay. Okay, so the last little interim interlude between the first and second verses. We've just got finished doing down, 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 down. Heaven and nature sing. Heaven and down, and nature sing. So we're back to our bass note being the 6th string. We're pedaling that. Just going to stay bass note. And here's this little strange chord. I've got the 1st and 2nd strings in the 2nd fret, and I'm going to pull off back to my A11 flat 9. Again, bring my pinky in, 5th fret, off, 3 times, and then so harmonics in the 12th fret of bass note, 6th string, let it ring. Harmonics, 12th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. So practice those. If you can't get them or you've never gotten them before, you're hitting the harmonics, you're holding your finger lightly right on the fret. It's a different touch completely than a regular note or a bar. So it's on the fret. Okay. 1. Then. Beautiful chord. I think that's A13, flat 9, I think. It's an altered A chord. 5 chord that's going to take us back to the 1. So let's look at that section again. Okay. And then we're back to our 2nd verse. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Go through the verse again, and when we come out of that 2nd verse, or the last verse, oh, I have paper flying down from the ceiling. We're going to end, instead of this with this little interlude section, we're going to end how we started. Etc., etc., just as we started. Okay? Any questions on that? Just come and visit me at the website, VickiGenfan.com, and ask me some questions. You can find my email there, and I'd be happy to get back with you on some details of that. But I hope you have a great, great holiday season. And thanks for all your support throughout the year.